The 100% run is going so much better than I anticipated. And it's time for 2 daedric quests. Dawnstar has a little bit of a nightmare problem, so let's start with that. Also, fun fact, the guy we're helping right now, Erandur, he's voiced by the same voice actor that did Joshua Graham on New Vegas. We also have a museum to visit.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
And were they successful?
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
And how is it dangerous if everyone's asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike.
Oh great, I'm gonna wake up 2 factions that are not gonna be happy about it.
Inside, all will become clear.
Oh, my man has such a smooth and relaxing voice. And he can also become a follower.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Well, I could say the exact same thing. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. So let's see if we have any goodies. Go on, you're just a novice, Locke. Stop being silly. Oh, a diamond. Great. And a ruby. Oh, you're done? Good, because I am too. So let's see. I remember doing this one. So I'm gonna have to go downstairs.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
That's the Skull of Corruption.
Behold the Skull of Corruption. The source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
It's funny that you say that, cause you walk really slowly. Oh, they're awakening right now, okay. So just gonna do what I do best, which is have 2 Dramoras do everything for me. And it's also the perfect opportunity to see if Erandur can be a good follower. Cause let's not forget that I started this one as Joshua Graham in Skyrim, in honor of the best polls that YouTube has ever seen, where one ant...
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Where one ant defeated Joshua Graham.
Actually.
After Joshua won everything, even polls he wasn't in. Oh, that was a glorious day.
The barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
How about you start telling the truth?
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
We know. It's been 12 years.
Yes,
we want a
right.
sequel.
I should have, but I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright, let's right your wrongs.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
Can you run this time instead of slow walking?
The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Such a weird concept.
Be careful.
That I have
We're
to
certain
choose.
to find more of the awakened within.
That I have to choose between the follower I want and the daedric artifact. Especially considering that I have every single daedric artifact except the 2 that are left. So I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit. They can take care of the devotees and the invader. I'm just gonna get the Dream Strive, the book we're gonna need in a minute.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
Oh yeah, and what is it that you need?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Oh, you are not gonna believe this. I found it.
Let me take a look.
I only had 12 years
Mara be praised.
to remember
There
it.
is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
Sounds like a poison, but it's a potion.
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride. using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
That's amazing. But it's just for this
Quite
quest.
amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Oh, the Dragonborn is gonna be a lab rat again.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
The way this plays out just makes it seem that we'd have to be naive to accept.
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
Oh, so encouraging.
I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Okay, so to the laboratory we go. And obviously, a lot more sleepy people, so let's have the boys! And the burned man's voice actor doing some fire destruction magic. Me? Oh, I'm gonna be looting everything. Thank you so much. Objective complete. Just gonna wait for him to talk with me before I get the potion. Hey.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than the name.
It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion.
Now that's helpful.
I'll begin searching up here.
You say that, but if I leave for an hour, you still won't have it found. So I'm just gonna get everything. It is right there. Not the smallest bottle, by the way. Yo, I got it.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
I love the Dragonborn surprise on this one. Here? Now?
Star's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
You just promised that you will try for it not to have side effects. Now you're just saying it works. Suspicious. But he is being truthful, so...
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
Brother Casimir is Erandur.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers.
Bye, bro. Just gonna release the miasma and have us all sleep. So that's the skull. That's what we're gonna have to destroy. Maybe. And it's time for the long walk to the place where the door is blocked off or sealed off. You can't actually fight in this scene, but it shows you the amount of people you're gonna have to fight once you get in, because they're gonna awaken. Okay, I thought I had to do something, but no, I just had to wait.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Just gonna choose the option that makes him jealous.
How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
Yeah, we can speak about that later.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
Will do. It's now time for me to go back
We must get
from
to
the place where I began after taking the potion. So at least we know what we have to deal with. Well, I say we, but it's more like what they have to deal with. I'm just throwing some arrows here and there, and look who it is. It's Erendur's friends.
Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
Well,
They mustn't
you, pretty sure you have a really good idea on how this one is gonna go. Also, I'm not just being lazy. I don't have arrows, okay? I have to go and get some. But I forgot, and now we're here, so it is what it is. Okay, I know they're priests, but what kind of loot is that?
Knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
Vermina? Why do you think it's Mara?
And had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara.
Okay.
An incantation to remove the barrier.
You really want to destroy
Call
it?
upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
I'll explain everything, okay? I promise, I'll explain everything. I've been planning on having this guy as my follower since I started in Helgen. Truthfully. But it's a daedric artifact. Now, I swear, and I'll show you, I will redeem myself through the godlike powers of the console commands. This is fixable.
Yes.
He will be a follower later.
Dawnstar have lifted, and I hear you helped that happen. You have my thanks. Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know that Dawnstar is not to be trifled with.
Sure, let's become Thane and buy a house.
Counting on you.
Now, the thing about the Pale's house is that it's a Hearthfire homestead. And I've already built Lakeview Manor showing everything, so I'm just gonna show the basic. I'll build the 3 wings that I haven't yet. And on this one, we'll start a family. Wife, kids, pets, everything. But later. First, I'm gonna do a daedric quest. And then we'll move on to Winterhold on the next one. But before the college, I'll have the setup ready. So, the giant is down.
You've shown those monsters that they will no longer be tolerated in the Pale. Good work. Here, a reward from your Jarl.
Okay, anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane.
It's done. I'm just gonna say it's an honor, but
Good luck.
it's done. Also, can I buy a house before he knows?
Sorry, no houses for sale in Dawnstar right now. But I could sell you land in the hold where you could build your own house.
Oh, I can. I'll take it.
Wonderful. I'll sleep better knowing you're watching the Southern Marches. Here's the title to your steading. Just follow the road south from Dawnstar, past Fort Dunstad. Then head south. The land is near Giant's Gap, right on the border with Whiterun Hold. You'll almost be inside of the Lorius farm, in fact.
Oh, that's the place where you find Cicero.
Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of the Pale. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now.
Love how they all say the same thing. Now,
Don't bother me again.
who's the house, Carl? I don't remember.
The Jarl
Gregor,
has appointed
I
me
do
to be your
remember.
housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Yeah, and I hope it's gonna be an honor
see you
to
again, my Thane.
never be my follower, because I just don't ever used you. But I do remember you, so at least you're not that forgettable. But on to
Come talk
Silas.
to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned.
Ah, well, I'm here now, so let's learn about the Mythic Dawn.
Were found in hideouts where members of the commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate, a key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
Keep going.
Did you have any questions about the museum, or would you rather talk business?
Just talk about
A
it.
little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
Oh, let me guess, I'm gonna have to get them all.
At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
Well, I already have one. I think it was from Draskua.
Our master craftsmen are nothing compared to the perfection of the Daedra. Look how it shines. Here's your gold, as promised. We just need the shards of the blade and the hilt now.
Okay. And one seems to be just in Morthal.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. Not in Morthal.
Shut up, Yorick.
I just want to be left alone to do my job, and to enjoy what little free time I have when I have it.
Same, but give me the thingy.
Don't know what you're talking about, stranger.
What kind of dialogue just says, Silas says
I've heard
otherwise?
them. My father had suspicions about his connection to the Mythic Dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house.
Come on, bro, I have high speech.
You want the hilt that bad?
Yeah.
Fine. Here's the keys. It's locked in a chest inside my house. Until next time.
Pretty much just kind of extorted him, and he's like, till next time. Alright, so gotta go to the Cracked Dusk Keep. Is it just gonna be bandits? Orc Hunter, that's pretty much bandit, right? Oh, they're getting one shot.
No match at all.
No match at all. Wow. Nothing interesting in the inventory. So yeah, bandits, and they're easy as well. So I'm just gonna move on ahead, say hi to Gurzel. Okay, at least he's gonna put up a fight. So let's have the Baron Disciples take good care of him. Oh, and by the way, I went back to the companions to get Miada again, because she's gonna be my steward for Heljarkan Hall, right? I mean, Windstad is more to the north. Lakeview is in Falkreath. Don't quite remember. But yeah, she's gonna be the steward for the house that I just bought. 250 gold, not too shabby for an easy quote-unquote dungeon boss. And come on, why didn't you have the thing on your inventory? So just gotta pull 2 levers, see a cool animation, and... Oh, come on, the tripwire fooled me. There was another trigger. Bah. So just gonna get that. I think we have everything, unless he has another fetch quest for me. I know we were still gonna have to reforge it.
What is it? Do you have one of the razor fragments?
What is it? Yeah, I do.
The legendary sharpness of a daedric weapon. Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. There's only the hilt left to collect. Exciting, isn't it?
He does splash the cash, so good job, bro. Yeah.
Did you
have
try
the
grip?
hilt.
Isn't it eerie how it seems to mold itself into your hand? Here's your gold. Finally, all the pieces of Mehrunes' razor are in my hands. It's time I let you in on something. There's a 4th piece, that scabbard in the display case, built to house the razor, and there's more. I know how to put all the pieces together. We just need to take them to Dagon's shrine and contact the Lord of Change directly.
Oh, the Lord of Change.
Ever since I was a boy, I felt this strange sense of destiny surrounding the mythic Dawn cult, and now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. Dagon has to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine.
Shut up, Silas. But yeah, I was thinking of a more ominous title for the Lord of Change. And you're gonna see why in a bit, in case you don't remember.
And Dagon should speak to us.
Yeah, I also shouldn't have a freaking frost dragon making a whole lot of noise. It's just gonna make everything more complicated, but fine. The Dromoras can go and have fun. Shadowmere for sure will, so let's try not to have him die. Oh, I can barely hear him, and I have the voices on the maximum. Just gonna stand closer. Promise I'll fix the Daedric Prince's voice.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose.
See, that's the Lord of Change. I mean, things will be changing, for sure.
Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
Well, being crushed is also a change, so I get it, but...
Don't kill me. There's another way. I can take the pieces back to my museum, seal them in a display case. You get a generous amount of gold, I get to complete my collection, and nobody has to die.
True, but Dagon has spoken.
Fine. I'm not dying without a fight.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. I have already looted everything in your home as soon as you left, so I really don't care. And fun fact, I still don't have arrows, I forgot. But oh well. Oh right, and there's also the frosty boy. Okay, but it's just a frost dragon, so... Oh, come on! That shouldn't have happened. In terms of physics.
I am pleased, mortal. I will give you my razor. Use it to wreak havoc on Tamriel.
I'll definitely change some stuff.
You have been a worthy tool. Fill the world with destruction in my name. Place your hands on my altar one last time, and you will witness the power of Mehrunes Dagon for yourself.
Thanks. Try not to change anything else around me. Just go back to Oblivion. And yeah, what? Did you think that
Before you go,
the Frost Dragon was defeated? Yeah, my man just sent 2 Dromoras after me. As if I didn't have a whole dragon already trying to finish the job. But I also have Nyada and 2 Dramoras. So, guess who's gonna win? Me! No match at all. Oh, that's a nice sword. And worth a pretty penny too. Oh, and I just found out that if you want to raise speech, every time you sell something, you need to sell it individually. If it's a group, it counts as one transaction.